Tina Stanaitis, PDGA number 68076. And I was born in River Falls, Wisconsin. We're actually working on that right now, so the end of the season is kind of when we start working on next year's. But then throughout the year, we don't plan out to next December, so throughout the year, maybe in April, we'll start planning for like our September season. But generally speaking, we'll know what events we're going to play. We put together a spreadsheet for the bigger events. But then we're also going to run a lot of events, so we want to start setting that stuff up now so that weekends don't overlap and we actually know where we're going to be and you know, make sure that we're not putting too many miles on the RV that we don't need to. Trespass. I throw that off of most tee pads. It's reliable distance. I can get it to go straight if I want to. It's just something that I trust. I have about 5 of them in my bag. They all do something a little bit different, but every one of them feels the same in my hand, which for me adds to my consistency. So I throw it, even if it's not the right disc for the shot, sometimes I'll throw it just because I know I can trust what it's gonna do. 3 seasons straight of Law and Order SVU. I always need something to watch while I'm working on whale sacks, and Law and Order is really easy to binge watch over and over and over again, I guess, because we went through 3 seasons of it in like 2 weeks. Role models. Paige is absolutely one of them. I think she not only is an amazing disc golfer, but just a really genuine personality. Somebody that makes me want to be better to everyone around me. Yeah, she's very inspiring, just being around her in general. She just got that bubbly personality, just makes you happy. If I had a boat, they always have like lady names for their boats. But I think I'd name it after my old RV, Lucille, because I love seals. They're goofy. I think a platypus. Because they're in the water all the time. I love the water, but they're also just really weird, and I think I can relate. Well, I used to be a banker, but I don't think I'd be doing that still. I'd probably do something more full-time with sewing. I really enjoy, I started making some quilts this off-season. I really enjoy doing stuff like that, so something crafty with my hands. I'd find another small business, I'm sure. Probably geese, because they're already rude and they don't even talk yet. I have 2. One is the Underworld, it's Westside Discs, and the other one is a Fury by Latitude. And what my Underworld is very understable, so I can throw it on a hyzer and it'll flip up and go to the right, like pretty dramatically. But I use that for a lot of shots in the woods that most people would probably use a stable sidearm. So I'd go with that, but if you're looking for more of a gentle turnover, a Fury is amazing for that. Get it nice and flat and it'll flip up on its own and go to the right. Yes, and I have. A couple times it's been from injury, and that I think is really important. If your body's telling you no, then you should take some time off until it's healthy again, and do some exercises, do what you should do to get your body back in order to play. I took about 3 weeks off. I guess it was a few years ago, but it was still hard to do. Took about 3 weeks off because I had developed some sort of tennis elbow, and it killed me, but every time I threw, it just made it a lot worse. So it was important, and I'd putt left-handed because it's so hard to not throw. But and then mentally too, throughout this season even, I took a couple tournaments off just because I knew that mentally I wasn't there to compete, and if I wasn't having a good time, then that was really important to me to take some time off. And I'd still go and caddy for Eric, or you know, just go vend or do something disc golf related. But I think it's important to remove yourself if you're not having a good time anymore, because that's really important. We all love this sport and have a good time doing it, so what's the point if you're not enjoying it? I would ride it. Of course I would ride, and Spout would come with me. I don't know, maybe start a mini zoo. If I got an elephant, like, that's good enough. I think people would come see my elephant. I'm more of a leisurely player anyways, because if I get too excited and get too aggressive, that's usually when I don't play my best. So if I'm calm and collected the whole round, or the whole tournament, that's usually when I play my best. So I'm only in attack mode if I know that I have strokes that I can play around with. If I know I'm ahead of the next person by plenty, then I might play more aggressive just because it's more fun. But usually I try to stay calm.